Yesterday, Frankie had a monumental meltdown. And then only for us to be like, no, you're being ridiculous. You're being silly. There's nothing wrong with what you're having a meltdown about.
So we just catch everyone up quickly first before I start ranting and raving about this.
Why did we start speaking about the cheese puffs from Woolworths?
We started speaking about groceries and how expensive things are in general.
Okay,
right?
okay,
in general.
okay.
And then over the week, because this happened to me over the weekend, I'm on a little bit of an eating plan.
Oh.
Okay. So
what's your plan? To eat everything?
no, the plan is to eat less.
Oh.
Okay, that is literally the plan.
This is news.
So, when it comes to the cheese puffs, okay, it was a snack treat. But now you can't buy, because they sell them like 5 for 35 or something. So I just bought, I think one. I think I bought one.
Oh, so
Just
you were
taste.
you were restraining
I was
yourself.
restraining myself.
Okay, I hear you.
But then that thing was like R8.50.
Which for me is normal. It makes sense.
It is a 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter square puff pastry with a little bit of cheese inside.
Oh, no, then don't buy it if it's such a little thing with a little bit. That thing has got a lot of cheese and it is puffy and it's big. It's 2 bites.
It's still 2 bites. No, that's one.
No, Frankie, that thing
One
you
bite.
have.
Okay, 2 bites and maybe 2 bites.
2 bites. I think, because here's the thing. How much does a pie cost at Woolies?
I don't know.
It's about 40 rand.
Let me see.
Must be about.
And in my when I calculate whether I can eat 5 of those puffs, I say to myself, I can have 5 because I'm just eating a pie.
Yeah.
Right? So I think it makes sense. What's 8 times 5?
No, see, I've got to
40.
take it.
Exactly. And now, if you're buying 5 of these cheese puffs, it's 35 rand. So they're still giving you 5 rand. Oh,
I just think it's a ridiculous amount of money for a little cheese puff. I mean, I get it. It's probably what it costs to make. I don't know. But just thinking about it,
Frankie even found the frozen ones. They're expensive.
the frozen ones are much cheaper.
Because they're frozen. They didn't use their electricity to make them.
So you're paying 3 rand or something extra for the electricity.
gosh.
Yes, you are, Frankie. Take the frozen ones home and make them
per
yourselves.
cheese puff.
And see if they're going to be as great as Auntie Gladys's there by the hot food.
No,
at
they
Woolies.
won't.
Exactly.
This is why it's a treat, Frankie, because you must splash out the R8.45.
I just felt like everything is so expensive.
I get Frankie. Growing up, the daily whatever section,
Ne?
or
Yeah.
where you could buy, the rotisserie chicken, etc. The prices were supposed to be more reasonable than, say, a takeaway joint. Do you know what I mean?
I hear
now
you.
I'm always like, because my mother's drug of choice is the rotisserie chicken.
And what
I
you're
have to
saying,
cash in my 2-part system in December.
what you're saying is that, like, if you're buying like a ready cooked chicken at say a Checkers or Woolies or Pick and Pay, Spar's also got like really
Yeah,
good
Checkers as well, I think.
cooked food. That it should be cheaper than buying at Nando's.
Yes.
Or Chicken Licken.
Yeah.
And all. Okay.
That's my thinking.
Okay. Then I hear. So that pie should be cheaper than a garage pie, for instance.
Or at least the same. I feel like a garage pie is cheaper.
Okay.
So
No,
it's
then
pie
I can hear what you guys are saying. But what's stopping those grocery shops from also becoming like kind of ad hoc takeaway joints?
Because we will march.
Okay. So in the same vein of conversation, right? Call us 011 88 38 947. This is your moment, okay? This is your doi doi. Ho! 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 Pansy! Pants! Come on, prices. Hey, ta!
How quickly Frankie tapped in.
Yes, because because Frankie then for 30 minutes yesterday went on a rampage saying things are just overpriced. So I want to know from you, Johannesburg. No one's been listening to you. No one cares when you complain. So this is your moment. What do you feel is currently just overpriced?
And here's the thing. Maybe it should. I mean, the price is what the price is for a reason. And I'm not debating with that Woolies is overinflating their cheese puff prices. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's expensive for a cheese puff. That's what I'm saying.
In the context of what you get for
Yes.
what you pay.
Yes.
Okay.
So standardizing certain things, maybe treats, etc. Because we all have things we've been buying for years, where you've been watching the price and you're like, this has doubled.
011 88 38 947. I'm going to say flapjacks.
Which flapjacks?
There's
Just in general.
There's a place that I order like breakfast from, like on a weekend if I don't want to wake up and cook.
Ah.
So I ordered 3 servings of flapjacks, and then 3 breakfast buns. How much do you think that cost me?
What is it?
Wait, it was 3 portions of 3. Was it 9
Yeah.
flapjacks?
No, 3 flapjacks for 3 people.
Okay. And then the breakfast bun, what's on that?
It's a bun. There's 2 strips of bacon. There's egg. There's something that looks like a
No, you
hash
added
brown
bacon.
and
This is probably like $300. How much was this?
800.
No, that's
Ah.
wild. Wild.
Everything together was 800.
Did they import it?
And let's give 100 rand for delivery, because also y'all delivery guys, delivery guys, oh, you know what? The convenience is costing us, eh?
I've got
Yeah.
to say, though, to the delivery guy's defense, to get into your estate is like you have to be Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. So those guys, the effort they go through to get the delivery to you is worth it.
Guys, it was 800.
No.
It was 800.
That's wild.
3 flapjacks that come with maple syrup and a little cream. Yeah.
And breakfast and bacon and egg
So,
rolls.
so 3 servings of so for 3 people. So each person got their own serving, and then bacon and egg rolls, 800.
That's wild.
And I was just like,
Because you know how many groceries you can buy for that? You know how many cheese puffs that is?
We're back to the cheese puffs. 084
That's 100 of them.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, your maths came through finally when it mattered.
Send us a voice note. What is absolutely ridiculously priced these nowadays? 084 947. And the spotlight is on Frankie and his wallet. He's having a meltdown because the cheese puffs at Woolies are 8 Rand 45 for a single one. Okay, what would be a reasonable price?
5 Rand.
Booty.
For cheese puff.
Yes.
What is you nothing is not even parking is 5 rand.
Think of the
Frankie.
pastry that they have to buy the pastry. They have to make the inside of that thing. They have to put it together. It just the pastry doesn't walk to the cheese, Frankie, and just roll itself around the cheese.
I don't know how Woolies calculates the economy of scale when it comes to the creation of their pastries.
But you feel you're eating enough of it to be cheap
I'm just saying that as a city, we consume enough of those things.
as a city.
No. I mean, let's be honest,
Yes,
Joburg.
yes.
We all do.
I'm there.
To scale down.
So Frankie thinks that they're just outrageously priced. So that's your complaint today. I want to understand from other people in the city.
Yeah.
What is your complaint? What has just become so expensive that you just like, guys?
You just can't justify in your mind that it costs that amount of money to make that.
Has anybody raised phone charges? Aye. Now these tech companies, there's no ways you can charge me. You can't buy your yacht on my salary, hey? Yeah,
45 Rand for a punnet of strawberries. How do you even justify that?
Have you seen the price of avocados?
Guys, my canteen charges 20 Rand for a chocolate, 20 Rand for a Kit Kat.
Can we talk about how overpriced Pringles are? Oh my
Very true. Very true. I was walking through the quick shop. Obviously, I'm still on my eating plan, but I saw the price. I saw the price of those Pringles. I couldn't believe it.
they're like 80 Rand,
That's
isn't it?
insane.
Guys, Frankie just walks around looking at all the stuff he can't eat. It's 70 Rand a thing of Pringles.
That's
at
crazy.
Checkers.
That's crazy.
To Pringles' defense, though, remember when we were kids, a packet of chips, a packet of knickknacks was 3 Rand. Pringles were 20 Rand.
No, but also what I have discovered is, you open it and half the Pringles are missing.
Yeah.
They've actually done what that
Shrink
other
it.
Lay's does,
Shrink
which
it.
is they just fill it with air.
Yeah. Okay, that I can agree with. We're watching you, Pringles. We're not
70
we're not-
Rand.
And
The
you
Pringles is not even real potatoes.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
even a
not.
real potato
Well,
chip.
It's not.
It's mashed potato. I know. I heard it's mashed potato that's been.
But
It's
it's
a
not
mashed
even.
potato.
It's not. I don't even think they mash potato.
But are they nice?
Potato offcuts.
Wow.
When the marketing manager at Pringles woke up this morning, he did not think this would be the crisis at his doorstep. Are they real potatoes?
Sandira, good morning to Anele and the club and the rest of the city. How are you?
Good morning, Anele and the club. I'm good. How are you guys?
We're great.
I'm a little bit triggered.
Okay, you triggered. You've been invited to the demise of Pringles. Who else are you bringing on?
I am bringing royal creams, guys.
Which ones are those ones?
Who's buying that?
Royal cream.
It's those vanilla, it's almond cream in a shortbread sandwich biscuit.
Oh, girl, they can charge all they want. These things are delicious. And so it's almond. That's that taste in them where you're just like, why is it so good? Okay, so how much are they?
I think they're like 56 Rand or 60 Rand a box. Who's buying them?
How
at
much
that price?
Okay, how much do you want to pay for them?
Well, I really like to pay maybe 35 Rand. It is quite a treat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they
See,
never go on special.
While we're there as well, finger biscuits are also like 50, 60 Rand a packet
which
now.
ones are the finger biscuits?
Boudoir. They're called boudoir
They,
finger
they
biscuits.
taste
The
terrible.
original.
No. They should give those away for free.
No.
While we're here, bakers, let's
Yes.
talk about the choice assorted, babes.
How much are we at for the Christmas
Close
thing?
to 300 Rand.
But that box is big to their defense. though.
and
And
it's
smaller.
double.
Listen, not all those cookies should be in there. Let's remove some and keep the price the same.
Yeah, this focus group this morning. I tell you, Lou, you in Randburg.
Yo, hi guys. I'm so touched.
Okay, what's going on? What triggers you?
No, firstly, both Pringles and those Romani creams, wow, 70 Rand on special. And then those Romani creams are 80 Rand. Guys, those things should be 35 Rand. But anyways, that's not my answer.
Creams are 80 Rand.
Yes!
Okay.
Those things are expensive. It's a tiny little box. I'm upset. Sorry.
Okay, what else do you think is ridiculously overpriced?
I think service hours at car dealerships are way too expensive. I was fixing my mirror the other day. They charged me 2 service hours to take the mirror out and put it back in. Like, what the heck? There's an hour for taking it out, an hour for putting it back in. What is that?
Okay, first, before we speak about your mirror, Romani creams are 38 Rand 99 at Game. So I don't know what you're talking about, sir. And then let's go back to your mirror. I'm talking to the man in the mirror.
Okay,
And they still have to go and spray it and pay even more at an auto body. Like, no, guys.
so what did you do to your mirror?
No, I hit it against something, but now the mirror. But like, I ping for 3 service hours when this thing takes 1 hour in total to finish doing it.
Okay.
So why am I paying a service hour to take it out, a service hour to put a new one in, a service hour to go and spray it? Like that, and that's 1,000 Rand a pop.
I hear you, but I'm here to play devil's advocate because when your car is on the floor, you're obviously taking up space that another car could be there for. Maybe that's the rationale.
The car dealerships are not. They are not.
I will wait. I can park outside. I will wait.
Yeah,
My car time-
I was about to say.
I'll drive it.
You know what I'm saying? The dealership is not an Airbnb. We're not charging per parking bay for the time your car sits there.
That thing, like, I've got a friend who works for a dealership, and it takes less than an hour to charge me 3 service hours. I guess.
Okay, Lou, I concede you're right. That is ridiculously
That's wild.
But then get a bicycle. You know bicycles don't have rearview mirrors.
Lou,
Have you seen the prices of bikes these days? Right. It's the price of a car. It's the price of a car.
Lou, okay. Lou, what do you think is reasonably priced? Because you sound like you want to complain about everything.
No,
what is still priced well?
Charge me. What's priced well? Yeah, I don't know.
Oxygen, because it's free.
No, what's priced well, honestly, is being on Discovery Vitality and making use of all of those things to make everything count at the end of the month.
No,
That's
no,
one thing
it's
that I'm
not.
paying for that makes sense to me.
It's not.
No,
It's
what
not.
I pay for my bank charges is what I get back in my mouth makes up for it every month. Everything I get back with Discovery Vitality, it makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, no, Lou, it doesn't. It doesn't. The punishment I have to put my body through for the Discovery Vitality to get the points. You're not wear and tear, my friend.
Lou, please tell Frankie less cheese puffs, more walking equals.
Thank you.
I believe that R8.50 for a Woolies cheese puff is too much.
Okay. When I was in high school, and I think they were getting their pies from King Pie then, and this was, 1998. So that's almost 30 years ago. That full pie, like a steak and kidney pie or a cheese and ham, was 6 Rand.
Right.
So,
But that was a full pie.
Yes.
And it was heavier because back then they used to put lots of filling in pies.
But I'm just saying, Frankie, 30 years down the line, you want to pay 5 Rand for a cheese puff.
But it's a cheese puff. It's barely a lick. It's barely two
So in your mind, a cheese puff back then would have been what, 50 cents?
Yeah, 50 cents a rand. Think about the stuff you bought back then for like 50 cents. You could get something.
But Frankie, it's 30 years later,
I
brother.
understand that. Like I say, I'm not debating whether it should be costing that. I'm just saying it's too much.
Yo, peanut butter and this powder milk. Yo, guys, Anele, have you seen the price of Easter eggs?
A quarter mutton bunny, 150 rand.
What?
That is just ridiculous.
No,
For
now
me is almonds and blueberries. I don't know what happened to the price there, but wow.
The prices of lychees for a box of lychees is almost 200 rand.
I took some clothes in for stitching. It was exactly 5 items. They charged me 700 rands.
Guys, can we please speak about the price of coffee? Nearly 200 rand.
dry cleaning. It is cheaper for me to buy a new dress than to take it to be dry cleaned, guys.
It's
dry
wild.
cleaning. Ha 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 ha. Oh.
But you know what happened?
What happened?
What happened? All of you didn't want to become seamstresses and you didn't want to work in the textile industry. Now it's a limited skill. Now there's very few people that can do
No,
that.
but seamstresses and textile is making the clothes. Washing them shouldn't cost me 2,000 rand to dry clean 3 clothes.
They use that machine is expensive.
Yeah, and then someone said to me, no, it's because I'm taking it to this franchise that's known to be expensive. I must take it elsewhere. I went 30 Ks down the road, 30 Ks to a cheaper, it's still expensive. Guys, dry cleaners, you guys aren't even using water.
It's dry cleaning.
It's dry cleaning. Stop it. Oh.
Ryan, good morning.
Good morning, Frankie.
Good morning. Good morning, Ryan. You agree with me?
I'm just so happy to make it on radio this morning.
Okay, welcome.
You know what's disappointing? Is that I phoned for all the competitions to win money, but I make it on just to chat with you guys.
That's fine. That means that other people's luck works more than your luck. I don't know how you're complaining about not winning.
I think that this is the bigger prize, right?
No, wait, firstly, I have to agree with Frankie, right? That vitality thing, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. On Sunday, I ran the Johnson crane, right? A whole 42 kilometers. 50,000 steps, and what do you get? 300 points.
Exactly. I'm like you, dude. I'm killing my body to try and get enough points.
But guys, are you aware of what the metric is before you run? So it's not like the rules happen whilst you're running.
No, we're not debating whether the rules are right. We're just saying that it's.
And then the other thing is, have you ever been to Woolies and you've seen the celebration cake?
Yes, the one that's got lots of colors and yes.
So the full cake is 380 rand, and then you could buy yourself a slice of cake for like $60.
300 is a little bit pricey for a cake.
How can you say 300 is pricey for a cake?
What are you celebrating? You'll be broke after you buy the cake.
How can you say a cake 300 is too expensive for a cake, but 8 rand for a cheese puff is fine? A cake is like 10 times a cheese puff. 100 times a cheese puff.
Oh, Frankie, the last thing I have to tell you, right? So last week, I fell for a burger pie, right? So I went into the garage, took the burger pie, came to the till.
How much was
it? And the lady told me that'll be 45 rand.
Did you have the one with
cheese? And then I said, yes. And then I said, you know what? I'm actually on a low-carb diet. Decided I'm not going to have this.
Put it away. It's too expensive. Can't
you
afford
can't be 45 rand for the pie.
Guys, that's how much pies cost. They're 40 rand. The 5 rand is a bit audacious, but a pie, guys, is 40 rand.
It feels like a latte for a pie.
But guys, think about it. The pastry. Do you know how many layers of pastry you need to make a pie? Is it the filo bit, whatever? And then they have to beat eggs to like cover over the pie before they put it into the oven. There's filling, there's meat, there's cheese. Then you're putting it into the oven, and then there's oven, and then there's packaging, then there's transportation. Please, like, how much do you still want to pay 20 rand for a pie?
No, I want to pay like 30. I'll be happy with 13.
Do you know what? Do me a favor. Go buy the ingredients to make a pie, ne? And then make it yourself. And then tell me how much the ingredients cost to make it. And then calculate the electricity and the washing up, everything. Don't leave a step out. And then calculate whether you wouldn't just rather take out 40 rand and buy it.
And if it's cheaper, if it works out, I'll do
I
it
will
today.
say sorry.
Will you eat humble pie?
I actually hate you. Orally, good morning.
Hi, Anele. Hi, to everybody.
Morning. Okay, talk to us. What's ridiculously overpriced?
The U magazine. It's 50 rand for a U magazine.
50? But how else would you know?
Rand.
How else would you know what Bobby Van Yassel did last weekend? How else would you know?
I had to buy this magazine for my daughter for a project. So it costed 50 rand. I've never known. I was flabbergasted when I saw the price of a U magazine.
But somebody has to put that crossword blockbuster puzzle together.
For sure, but still, they're going to be cutting everything out, and
And Aurelie, did you not learn something? Did you not have? Did they not give you information you did not have before you bought the You magazine?
No, that's the problem.
And your horoscopes, how would you know what's going to happen to you this week if you don't buy the You magazine? And in the middle, who was the poster? Harry Styles, no?
I didn't even have a look. I just bought the magazine. My child took it to school today. I didn't even squish through the magazine or anything like that. It was 50 rand. For a thin little I almost died.
No, how would you know how Amal Vuitton is doing after yours? How would you know?
Anele and the club on 947.